Welcome to day 3 of the 10 books in 10 days program. Today we're going to be getting into the Kindle platform and we're going to go through the paperback details. So you're going to actually start putting your book information into KDP for your books, okay? If you don't have an account already, you need to set that up. kdp.amazon.com. Set up your KDP account so that you can move forward in the program. It's very simple and easy to do. You're going to have to set up some financials with it so that you can get paid from Amazon, and then sometimes that can take a little bit of time. So make sure you get that set up as soon as possible. It's free, and it's kdp.amazon.com. Once you have it set up, go to that website. You're going to click on your sign in, and then this is the page it's going to take you to. Kindle Direct Publishing, KDP used to only do Kindle books, but now they've added that paperback option. That's what we're going to focus on. So you're going to click on paperback because that's what you're going to create. Today we're going to talk about the paperback details. We'll get into these other two, but we're just going to focus in right here, okay? I'm just going to walk you through this really quick and easy. The goal for me and the goal for you right now is to get through the process. Let's get through the process and not get stuck in the weeds on a lot of the details, because the details will come together as we move forward. All right. First thing you're going to do is determine your language. Now, I recommend English unless your book you're publishing in a different language. I've never done that, to be honest. So I just do English books. Book title. Okay, I was going to go with, you're going to put your main keyword or key phrase here for your book title. You can use the same, you might want to make it a little bit different. So for example, I'm using basic lined journal. Okay, that's my key phrase. But I'm going to do blue, I'm going to add it, make it a blue floral basic lined journal. Okay, so you want your key phrase in your title. You want it to make sense though. You don't want it to look like you just have keyword stuff to your title. All right. So I'm going to do blue floral basic lined journal. I could do yellow floral. I could take floral out. I could do blue sky. I could do ocean. I could do anything I want. And I have not researched blue floral, just so you know. I would do that if I'm just going to do this to show you guys the process. To help me make a better decision. If I find out ocean basic lined journal works better, or basic lined journal with ocean cover, maybe that passes, and whatever passes the 3 R's, you want that in your book title, but you do want it to make sense, okay? Your subtitle can be left blank. I wouldn't worry about a series unless that's something you really want to do, and you don't need to worry about your edition and edition number, okay? For your author, it can be your name, it can be somebody else's name, as long as it's like a pen name, that's what I mean by somebody else's name. So sometimes I'll just make up a name. Like for the one book we did, we were silly about it. It was a cleaning aquarium set, and the name we did was Al, and the middle initial was G, and the last name was Be Gone. So we were just being silly about that. You can totally do the same thing or whatever. So I'm just going to do J Hunt. If there's any contributors, you want to do that. Like if you have an illustrator, an editor, a photographer, you definitely want to be giving them credit, right? Okay. For your descriptions, okay, why do your descriptions matter? Amazon says that it's for your customers. You want to have a well-written description. This is what they say is going to sell the book, how it's going to differentiate yourself from other people. I think there's some truth to that. I would put some keywords in there if you can, but I definitely would focus mostly on providing information. From what I understand, the most important piece for customers to find based on their searches that they make is the title, okay? So what I would do is go to Amazon and do a search, which is what I searched basic line journal. And what I did, I was looking for one that had some reviews, and this one had 3, which was fine, just to make sure that there was some that sell. I know those reviews aren't very good, but I wanted to get some ideas. What are people putting in their title? Sorry, in their description. So this one's kind of written well. Preserve your creative writing or daily entries for years to come in this sophisticated black high quality paperback journal. It gives you the number of pages. Okay. So I wouldn't copy, but I would use it for a template, right? So I might say something like, enjoy journaling in this beautiful blue floral paperback journal over 100 pages for you to write about your adventures. I don't know, whatever you want to do. You can put whatever you want in there, and it helps if you spell it right. You might want to look at a few, whatever you want for your description. I really don't think that is the most important piece. Your title is more important than the description, but put something in there that is a describer of the content of the type of journal that you have. We're just going to be doing basic lined, so maybe you're describing more of the cover and to the audience that you're talking to. Okay, I own the copyrights. This is not public domain. Okay, but when I get to keywords, this is going to be also how customers can find your journal. So if you have other keywords that pass the 3 R's that can point to this same product, put them here. And it doesn't matter the order. So maybe I have, I'm making my journal large lined journal, maybe I'm going to do it 8.5 by 11. Okay, that was one that also passed the 3 R's. So I would put that as a keyword. So when people search this, my journal will come up, even though this is not the title. Okay. Or I might want, excuse me, maybe I want to do like small lined journals to write in. That also passes the 3 R's. That's on the list that I gave you. I could do that. Okay. So whatever your keywords end up being, put them here. If you don't have 7 and you want to fill this up, what I would do is go somewhere like keyword.io. Keyword.io is a tool. I already did this. And what you can do is you click on Amazon, type in your phrase, your main phrase that you're using for your title, basic lined journal. Hit search, and what I noticed, nothing comes up really for this one. So what if I took out basic and pulled out a little bit and just did lined journal? What kind of suggested keywords are here? Of course, I'm just going to use their free account. So look at this, I've got 84. Okay, so I might go with lined journal has the sizes. Lined journal animals, if you have an animal on it, look at this, lined journal blue. So I would go back over here, type in lined journal blue. Another way you could get keywords for this is to use the Amazon suggested, the search bar. Okay. Lined journal book, I could use that one. So basically I want to go and fill these in. Okay. Butterflies, Christian, elephant, floral, lined journal floral. I'm going to make it a floral cover. And I can use the same keywords on other books as well, okay? Because really, and that's not necessarily a bad idea. I might end up doing all of my books, all 10 books, around the title, this basic floral, this blue floral basic lined journal. And that blue floral describes my cover. As long as these keywords also describe that, I could come up with 10 different floral designs or shades of blue, so they are all different. Use the same keywords so that when people type these in, all of my journals come up, and then I can see which ones people are buying and more interested in. That gives me some valuable information. I can delete the ones that aren't selling if I want, but it allows me to give a variety, because really there is a piece of where it's subjective, when people are choosing, there's an emotional punch where people, when they see the cover, they judge books by the cover. When they see the cover, they're going to choose, and we don't know what kind of blue floral people want, even though maybe we know people are searching for that. Okay? All right, so now categories. Okay, so categories, this has nothing to do with Amazon's categories, but more to do with how your book is categorized with, I think, within the like ISBNs or like a library. These are non-classifiable because they're journals. So just do non-classifiable. Do save. If it's a large print, follow their guidelines. That means any font in there needs to be 16 points or larger. There very well could be a market for large print journals. So you might want to check that if you're interested. And now the interior pages we give you will not be large print, but I can show you when we do that piece and I show you how to create your interior pages. I can show you how to do that yourself. It's super easy. Adult content, no. That's it. I'm going to save and continue. And I have just finished the paperback details for my blue floral basic lined journal. Now, that's it. That's as far as we're going to go. What I want you to, for today, what I want you to do for your homework is to create your interior, your paperback details for books 1 through 5. Your first 5 books. I want you to go through the process we just did for books 1 through 5. That is your homework, all right? And we will post in the group thing to check off, so when you're done, you can celebrate with a funny GIF or something. But you're going to do the paperback details for books 1 through 5. Any questions or anything like that, post them in the 10 Books in 10 Days Facebook group. All right? Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the group.